Now let us solve this triangle ABC. It is given to us in this triangle ABC, we have the measure of angle A, the measure of angle B. So you are looking for the measure of angle C. The side A is given to us, that is 19 miles. A is equal to 19. B we do not know, and also C. These are the three things we are looking for. Okay, so we can use the law of sines to solve this triangle. That is, in any triangle there are altogether 6 measurements, that is 3 angles and 3 sides. Out of those 6 measurements, 3 measures are given to us. They gave us 2 angles and 1 side. So we have to find the remaining 2 sides and 1 angle. That is the question here. Okay. In order to find the measure of angle C, I don't need the law of sines, but I already know that in any triangle, the measure of angle A plus, that is in this any triangle ABC, I mean to say in triangle ABC, the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C is equal to 180 degrees. So out of those 3 angles, we know the measures of 2 angles. So to find the third angle, just substitute. This is applicable everywhere. In any triangle, sum of the 3 angles is 180, right? So 41 degrees plus B is 75 degrees plus the measure of C is the question mark, total 180. That gives me how much? 41 plus 75 is 116 degrees plus angle C is equal to 180. Now I'll subtract 116 on both sides. Take away 116, 116. So you are left with the measure of angle C is equal to how much? 180 minus 116 gives you 64, I think. Yeah, that's right. That is the measure of angle C. So we have this 64. Check the total. 64 plus 75, 139, 139 plus 41. Yeah, it is 180 degrees. That's right. Alright. Now, let us make use of law of sines. Now, we have this A, right? Angle A is given. Of course, all the 3 angles you know now. A, B and C are known. And B is the question mark. And C is also question mark. We have to find those 2 measures. Right? So let me make use of the first and second ratio. My A is 19 over sine A, that is how much? 41 degrees equal to B, I don't know, and sine B, that is 75, sine 75. So our unknown thing B is on the numerator. It's the easiest one. Just move this sine 75 to the other side, which is done by multiplying both sides by sine 75. This side sine 75, on the right hand side also sine 75 degrees. Cancel off sine 75. It is a fraction, like numerator and the denominator, you know that they can be cancelled. Now you are left with what? B equal to, now this B I am writing first, B equal to sine 75 degrees times 19 over sine 41 degrees. Now use your calculator. Okay, let us enter sine 75 degrees close parenthesis times 19 over, let's divide sine 41, close the parenthesis, hit enter. So that's your value. You got B is equal to how much? Sine 7. This all together gives me B is equal to 27.9739, but you are rounding it to the nearest tenth. So this 97 becomes 100. That because of the 7 here, 9 changes to 10. So it is carried over here. Hence I can write 28.0. So the value of B is equal to 28.0 miles. Alright. Similarly, we can find the value of this is C. So how do you do it? Let us enter the values quickly. 19 over sine 41 is equal to C. We are looking for over sine C, that is sine 64 degrees. Now what is the next step? I have to cancel sine 64 from the denominator, so C will become by itself. See, so sine 64 on the right hand side, left hand side also multiply sine 64. Okay, let me I have here 64. Let me separate this. Alright. Now enter the values. Before that, let me cancel this also. Sine 64 and sine 64 gone. Your C is equal to sine 64 times 19 over sine 41 degrees. That is C is equal to, let me go to my calculator again. We have here sine 64, close the parenthesis, times 19 divide sine 41, again close here, hit enter. You got how much? 26.0298. Hence I can just write down 26.0. So C is equal to 26.0 miles. Hence all the results are obtained, such as you got the value of this angle C, the measure of the side AC, which is equal to B, that is 28 miles. You have this B, and you also have the measure of C, which is 26 miles. Right? Thank you.